large extent, the mine identity was the unifier. So everybody was, you had some connection to it's Rossing in this case.
Yeah.
And I'm in no way promoting Rossing
Yeah.
as such, but just giving you the detail. So everybody could identify somehow being associated with that. And I think that then transcended all the other differences. I think the Chamber of Mines in 5 years from now will be in a very, very good position.
Hello there. Thank you for joining us on this documentary on Delve Deep Namibia, the annual magazine that NMH brings out to coincide with the annual mining expo staged by the Chamber of Mines, which takes place from the 4th to the 6th of August 2026 here in Windhoek, in the capital of Namibia, at the Windhoek Showgrounds. My name is Okito Gray. I'm a senior journalist with NMH Hub, which is the depository for all of our media content, which is shared in Republican newspaper, Namibian Sun, Allgemeine Zeitung, NTV, on DSTV, as well as field focused publications like Delve Deep Namibia, this specific magazine which we put together to highlight the best and brightest from the Namibian mining industry. I'm very passionate about informing Namibians about mining in general because it is one of the sectors in Namibia where we are at the forefront in terms of technology, best practice, very passionate about securing the information in this year's publication because I think that there were significant developments that Namibians should be aware of, but also a lot of achievements that deserved highlighting. Did do an interview with the new uh, Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber of Mines of Namibia, Mr. Fabian Shanika, which you can see here is the spread that we did, including pictures of his younger days, his boyhood in Arandis, which is a mining town here in Namibia, how the Rossing uranium mine in particular helped him to forward his education. Later on, his extensive experience in leading mining projects in Namibia as an exploration geologist for Debmarine Namibia, later with Scorpion Zinc. His excursion into banking and R&D, where he had picked up lots of experience, starting up Blue Kelp, which is budding seaweed growing industry based in Lüderitz, and now his return to mining.
Even in the 80s, I remember very clearly all the political parties were present of that time were present in Arandis. But there was something else that allowed us to transcend sort of beyond tribal, beyond political lines at that time already. I always tell people that sometimes it's a statement that only those who grew up in mining towns will understand. I think the Chamber of Mines in 5 years from now will be in a very, very good position. Increased memberships, for sure. A chamber that continues, if not increased at same levels, to be a contributor to the GDP and as such our national, sort of some of the national conversations. And then specifically where we are, I think, I'm 2 months into the job, so it might be too early stage, but my take around this is It's an institution that's been around for very long, and with time will come the natural changes. But what is important for me is it's got a very strong legacy, and one has to build. Unfortunately, it's a positive legacy, so you have to build on that. So 5 years from now, increased membership, and by that I can actually almost say it would have grown. That's one. Two, I think it will continue to be a prominent voice within the policy landscape of the Namibian economy.
There are lots of other interesting stories, but one that I'm particularly proud of is the last story in the magazine. It is this one called Navachap Deeper, Bigger, Better, where I had the opportunity to visit the Navachap gold mine, which has been going for over 30 years. And they've got a huge open pit there, but interestingly, they, under the leadership of George Pasiwa, who is also the current president of the Chamber of Mines of Namibia, are going underground, and they are expanding their operations deep. And I was lucky enough to go underground with George and to show you, to write about what they are doing. There's also a QR code here which you can follow that links you to a video of that trip, and you can see what it's like underground in a gold mine in Namibia. There's also a lot of other interesting content, not only in terms of editorial, but even the adverts. They contain a lot of insight. It's not just your usual trying to convince you to buy something, but it has valuable information for anybody who's interested in mining in Namibia and all the opportunities that mining has. Also, bearing in mind the current drive to increase local content. Mines need lots of services, lots of products, and you might be the one to provide those services and products at a profit, provided you can maintain the required standards. All of this and more will be on display soon from the 4th to the 6th of August here in Windhoek. An entrance to the annual Chamber of Mines of Namibia Expo and Conference is free, which is something unheard of for such an event of this class and caliber, which brings together industry leaders, everything from government officials, ministers, all sorts of people will be there, and there's a wealth of information. So I do encourage you to go to the expo while it is on, and in the meantime you can educate yourself. The contents for the Delve Deep Namibia Focus Edition is already online, so please go and check it out. Otherwise, please just enjoy this documentary, and I hope that you appreciate the insights and maybe can make use of the information. We need to inform ourselves, to empower ourselves. So until next time, Delve Deep Namibia. Go for it. Where are we now, sir?
Well, we are now at the underground portal. As you can see, open pit is still going ahead, but we are now at the underground portal. So this is the south portal, and then we've got the northern portal on the other side. And the most important thing for us to do here is to do exploration. Our ore body, open pit, we've got about 2.5 million ounces that we want to mine from open pit, but our resource is over 5 million ounces. So which means the rest is now sitting underground. And that's why we are doing this, to do the exploration so that we can define the underground. That's why we are here. It's a very beautiful what we have done here is we've already gone almost a kilometer down from underground, and we've got another 300 meters development to get on exploration mine. Yeah, so we can walk down there. Have a look.
Let's. Shoot. What do you use to drill?
Now we've got a double boom rig. You'll see down there. That drills holes onto the end, and then we blast it.
Oh wow.
So you'll see the double boom. Specialized stuff for underground. You will see that all the machines here are low profile.
Yes.
Again, you don't want them too big like the surface machine. So this is an LHD. Well, we use this for loading. So once we blast, this loads the material onto trucks. I think you saw a low profile truck at the workshop there.
Yes.
That aircraft, yes. So this is what loads. Very powerful machine. It's got an LHD. You have introduced to Proveto.
Hello.
He's a journalist, so you know. Are you giving him butterflies? Not an actor.
Can you tell us what's happening here now?
Currently we are in the bulk mesh phase. So what happens after the blast, we bulk the heading out, scale it mechanically with the jumbo, and then now we're putting out the mesh and the empty bolts.
Oh wow.
We're making it safe for drilling, the drilling phase of the operation and then charging up.
Tell me again, what are they doing here in front of us?
They are busy charging that end for blasting later this afternoon. So it's a blast end and a blast. And then here they're doing the support. Then they'll come with the drill. That's exactly the same way that we used to do the drilling. See the two booms.
Yeah.
So you can drill two holes at a time.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you.
These are the veins we're looking for in Navajo. So this is a quartz vein into this schist ore, and you see the mineralization that is deposited into these quartz veins, and you can see it. So these are sulfites that we are looking for, and these sulfites always come with our gold. So you can see, but a network of these veins everywhere. You can see that. And that's what we are looking for.
Okay.
That's what drives our mineralization. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Rika de Almeida. I'm the client executive of Focus Editions. Every Focus Edition tells a different story. Today we are looking at mining, delve deep. The mining is very close to, I think, a lot of our clients, especially in the mining industry. And that is why they trust this Focus Edition. This is a platform where they can tell their story. We have regular clients, Swakopmund Uranium, for instance, Simon, just to name one or two. But there's always room for new clients to also make use of this platform. We do it on different platforms. It's in print, digital, social media. So please watch out for our next edition and do not miss on the new stories of the mining.
How long did you work on this edition?
It usually takes from starting date, kickoff, the planning and so forth, 2 to 3 months. So it's quite an intensive workload. And that's not only me, that's my colleagues, the other client executives, that is from the marketing side. And then, the rest, as the progress goes through, there's the print and the journalist and everybody else that takes part. So it's a whole gang working on this.
And are you happy with the end product?
I'm very happy. As you can see, I'm very happy. That's why I can sit proudly with this copy. And like I said, please look through it and enjoy this edition.
Page 2. There's that one. Good day everybody, my name is John Christian. I'm the head of editorial design team. Let me take you through to our studio. This is where we do the layout of the newspaper on a daily basis. We also do our magazines. That's the team with me and Arjun and Cody. So this is my desk. So we're going to do the front page. There's that camera. And here we have our front page. Done and dusted. Thank you everybody.
What are all these things we can see?
All these things here are the machines we use to work with during the evening with the newspapers and all the books that we do, the machines we're using. And this is actually our main mailroom factory area where we work every night until around about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what we're doing here. Around here you will see there's some raw material, there's the paper we use, and we use about 100 tons a month. Yes, that's our main raw material is paper and ink. Thank you. Here you can see how we work the next day. This is where we take all the returns and stuff and strap it and then sell it off for recycling again. This is now our room for our Texco machine. It has to be in a certain humidity and at a certain degrees. So that's why we built this room specifically for our print digital press.
My name is Robert Luca, a Texco operator. This is a high-speed production printer which was designed to print magazines, booklets, newspapers, and manuals. Okay. This machine is it's a very easy machine to set up compared to the traditional offset printer. As you can see, this is the paper feed. The paper feed is where we know the right paper type for the specific job. Started from here. This is the printhead. Okay, this is how it works. these print heads, they spray tiny ink droplets onto the paper. You don't need to load plates. You don't need to load plates. You print on digital files like PDF. This is the main control. This is the main control monitor. This one is with the printed. Okay, let me say for instance you are printing paper, newspaper. Newspaper has image length a little bit longer. So here is where you insert. Here is where you insert the image length. And then the machine will cut the amount that you set it. Then this is right here. This is the buffer. This is the buffer. It just balances the paper so it cannot lose its spark. Okay, this cutting is automated. The printer, it prints and it cuts and it stakes. This is the cutting unit. And here is where it stakes. This is how we produce books.
Come, Janet.
From that stop, we are three sides.
Does Namibian mining have anything to offer Southern Africa and Africa? Is there anything that we can share?
And maybe I must ask, when you say offer, when people say offer, I always say, are you offering for free or not? But yeah, so you need to be.
No,
but when, so yes, I hope it's a bit of a tongue-in-the-cheek comment, but I hope when you say offer, you don't mean just give away.
No, I don't.
Yeah, okay, so it comes at commercial, at arm's length. No, the answer is yes. We definitely do have a lot to offer. One is, if you look at the geographic location of Namibia, I mean, we're the gateway to the world to some extent. You know, for most of these landlocked countries, Namibia is a gateway to many markets. Now you say, where's the relevance to mining and that comment? If mining doesn't continue to contribute to GDP, we might struggle to improve and upgrade a lot of the infrastructure that's needed to keep this gateway open. And when the gateway is open, the rest of Africa, or well, at least SADC, also benefits. So I think a very indirect way of offering something to SADC is really, keep the Namibian economy where it is and improve it, because with it comes other benefits in terms of logistics and utilities. There is absolutely no reason why we shouldn't have regional hubs, manufacturing hubs, You have to start at home, but gosh, once you sort home out, or while sorting home out, there are real opportunities. I see no reason why Namibia should not become a manufacturing hub where the inputs come from our neighbors. To close this off, I think for me that mining, water, transport, power nexus, that is a very important theme. And if you get that right as a country, oh man, one, you offer enough to yourself, but also offer enough to the overall SADC and Africa.